Welcome back to Time to Football. Today's review is going to be on the Under Armour Nitro Highlight Football Gloves. You saw this unboxing a couple weeks ago, had a chance to test them out for 2 weeks. I'm going to give you a detailed review. Of course, I'm going to cover off on the 5 things I always talk about when I cover off on football gloves: the fit, the ball feel, the grip, the breathability, and the durability. So without further ado, let's get into the review. Let's start off by taking a closer look at these gloves. You can see that I have one on. The thing about the highlights is they're obviously longer, they cover your wrist. Same thing as last year. Now the Nitro highlights are the same exact glove as the Nitros this year. The same thing that they did last year. The only difference is the Nitros come up to here and they have a wrist cuff. This covers your wrist with comfit. So looking at the material of the glove, the difference between this year and last year is it's actually a lot more breathable. I got an all black glove, but you can see this darker portion here. Those are all vents. It covers the thumb as well as half of the back of hand. The cuff is a little bit of a different design. It actually wasn't as tight, so it is a little bit easier to take off the glove and put it on. But then at the same time, it's not as tight around your wrist, so I don't really get the reason to have it so high on your wrist, right? Just kind of a different design. If you look on the inside, you still have the jock tag. You've got the NFL sign, jock tag here to put your number. And you look at the palm, they actually have a new grip this year. It's actually a lot stickier, it's more durable, because last year's glove had great grip, but they didn't last very long. And then they have this weird design. This design, it reminds me of a skeleton, but it's actually the same design that they have on the bottom of their highlight cleats. Starting off with the fit, I really thought the fit of this glove could be a lot better. Last year's gloves fit really well. This year, I'm not sure what happened, what they did. You would think it'd be the same construction, but the fingers are a little bit loose, you know, and I really get that gauntlet feeling when I put on the glove. The comfit isn't as tight around my wrist here, which makes it a lot easier to put on the glove as well as take it off. Last year you couldn't really do that. A lot of you know who had highlights struggled to put them on. So this year's a lot easier, that's the benefit. But I didn't feel like, even though this is my normal size and I think it's the right size, they didn't fit as well. So I gave these a 7.5 out of 10. Now the grip on these is excellent. Like I said, they developed new grip for these, so not only are they stickier, you can hear it, but they also last a lot longer, and that's something that you really want in a glove, and I was disappointed with the Nitros that I had last year. So grip wise, I gave these an 8 out of 10. With the reduction in materials in these gloves, the highlights have always had great ball feel, same thing with the Nitros, and nothing has changed for this year. It's a super thin glove. You have extreme flexibility. That's why so many people like these gloves. And with ball feel, it's some of the best because they're so thin. I gave these a 9 out of 10 for ball feel. You know, as high as these gloves are on your wrist, they really do try to make it a lightweight glove. I talked about all of these vents, all the darker portions here, that's completely vented. It's like a mesh material. Then you look at the palm. The palm is perforated. Same thing as last year. Perforated means they have all these dots so that the palm can breathe. It's something that I wanted all the gloves to do, and some gloves did. I think Cutters came out with the perforated palm. That's kind of the only one. But these gloves do breathe really well, and because they're so light, even though they come up to high on your wrist, I gave these gloves a 9 out of 10 for breathability, mostly because of the palm. So it's going to give you a little bit more air. Your hands aren't going to get as sweaty, and that's going to be a good thing for you to increase some of that ball feel and that comfort level. Now last year, these gloves weren't as durable. Actually, the glove itself was durable, but the grip wasn't. You know, these gloves, I don't think they would last the whole season. Now these gloves, I think they're a lot better. I still don't know if they'd last the whole season because I haven't tested them out for that season, but I can tell you that these are going to be a lot more durable than the previous highlights and Nitro gloves. For durability, I gave these gloves an 8 out of 10. The last thing I want to talk to you guys about are really the color combos. It comes in a variety of colors. I actually didn't like the color schemes. You know, it comes in like a black with a bright red, a black with a royal blue. The all white and the all black colorways are the ones that look best to me. You can check them out on the Under Armour site. East Bay has them, Sports Unlimited has them as well, and they're about $55. So you're paying that little extra because you have this little extra cuff here. But like I said before, these highlight gloves are the same as the Nitros. So I will not be reviewing the Nitros. You can check out this review. They're going to be the exact same glove except without the wrist cover. Now in terms of my recommendation of which players would wear these, I don't really like the gauntlet feeling. You know, my hands feel like I'm wearing, you know, surgeon gloves or like dishwashing gloves. So I think, you know, more running backs, linebackers. I know Julio Jones wears these and he's a receiver, but I really don't like this extra protection on my wrist. It's not like it's taping my wrist or providing any extra support. So those are my recommendations. If you like my review, remember to give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.